Broncos country, this is the video that I never wanted to make. I cannot believe I'm making this video, but first things first, he's okay. That is the biggest thing. He is okay. But as you can tell by the title, Broncos wide receiver Josh Reynolds was wounded in a incident involving a weapon. I can't say exactly what it is because I don't want the video to get struck by YouTube, but he was involved with an incident with a weapon, and he did get struck by that weapon a couple of times. But thankfully, it looks like he avoided major injury and he's going to be okay. Apparently, he has been on the side field at practice for the last couple of days. It's been business as usual at Dove Valley, but it was close, man. Per this article, he got shot in his hand and in the back of his head. That just goes to show how close this could have been. I'm shook to the core right now, but let's go ahead and read this article right here, or at least parts of it. Denver Broncos wide receiver Josh Reynolds and another man were injured in a shooting early Friday morning in Denver after they were followed from a gentleman's club. Shortly after 3 a.m. on August 18th, someone called 911 about I said it once, but I'm not going to say it again, near East Hampton and South Dahlia Street. That's a local gentleman's club here in Denver, PT's. The caller reported he was driving a blue Ford Bronco and said he had been shot, so I'm assuming that was Josh Reynolds. The document says the call taker noted the caller stopped responding and sounded like they were running. A second 911 caller said he was being followed and that two of his friends had been shot. The caller was running and said he needed an ambulance. A third caller said they had been shot at. The 911 call taker noted that the GPS tracking put all three callers in the area of South Quebec and East Union, so I believe that's in the Denver Tech Center. Officers responded there and located the victims. Among them was Reynolds, who, according to court documents, was shot twice, once in his left arm and once in the back of his head. Another man was shot in his back. A third man was wounded by shattered glass. All three had scrapes from climbing over the fence. Police later located the victim's vehicle on southbound I-25 near Bellevue Avenue. So that's a pretty good distance away from the original location. It had numerous bullet defects in the back driver's side and front windshield. Two fired cartridge casings were found behind the vehicle along I-25. Prior to the shooting, the victims reported they were at Shotgun Willings, another gentleman's club in the Glendale area, but left at 2:45 a.m. So, but Hampton and Dahlia is a different club, so I don't know if there's misconstruction there or what's going on. They reported, according to court documents, there were no problems in that club. When they left, two drivers began following them in vehicles and shots were fired, the court documents say. They reported to police that the suspects continued to follow them as they got onto the highway. Once there, they said the vehicle would no longer drive and they ran from the vehicle. Two men were arrested from the case, and yeah, the article continues from there. But a very scary situation. It seems that Josh Reynolds avoided major injury, and he's going to be okay long term, thankfully. It's been business as usual at Dove Valley, and the fact that this was kept quiet for so long is insane. There were reports about a shooting along I-25 that came out on October 18th, but there was no mention of Josh Reynolds. I'm assuming that's the vehicle in question right there. Yeah, so very scary situation. Hopefully Josh Reynolds is okay, man. Very scary stuff.